We are going to begin cutting our cactus shapes. Please flip your papers over when we get started to the back. You'll be able to see your pencil lines clearly and they won't mess up the painted side of our paper. We need to make long ovals and circles that we're going to stack on top of each other to create the cactus shapes. You don't actually have to connect them on the back paper. I'm doing that so I can figure out how big my cactus are going to be and what shapes they're going to be. I have the main shapes drawn out, and I'm going to cut out each shape separately now. Don't try and cut them all together. Make each shape individual and we will stack and glue them on our background paper. I do have spaces in between these shapes. I will use them later to create smaller circles. I have a big tail of paper right there, and it's starting to get in my way. So instead of struggling, I'm just going to cut my paper in half. I don't want to chop it up too much because then I won't have any extra little spaces to draw smaller circles. I'm turning my paper instead of turning my scissors too much. There's a big extra piece. Should you crumple it up? No. I can use those small areas to create smaller circles later. When the large shapes have been cut, gather all of the smaller scrap pieces and put them aside for right now. We're going to be building our cactus. Choose from the blue or the yellow paper, whichever you think your cactus look nice against, and then stack them on the background paper. I'm not going to put glue on it first. I'm going to lay out what I want it to look like. That way I can switch it, change it until I'm happy with how it looks. After I've laid out the large pieces, I can see how much space I have left. This is where you can go back to those smaller scraps and make small circles to fill in the empty spaces above. There should be a few corners where you can fit in some small circles. Do a few at a time. I'm still not going to crumple up any paper, just in case I change my mind and want to add a few more later. I will add the smaller pieces up at the top. You can move them sideways. They don't have to be perfectly in line. Cactus kind of grow very organically, this way and that way. I've decided to add a smaller circle. And with that, it looks pretty filled up. I will be putting flowers on parts of the cactus, so I don't want to put too much on at once. I'm ready to begin gluing. We are using the tap and glue bottles. The tips at the top are how the glue is released. You do not turn the tips. You shake it upside down and then take the tip and push it down onto the paper. Push down and a glue dot will release. Push the tip in and glue comes out. Do not squeeze the tip. Don't turn it. All you have to do is tap it. If the glue doesn't come off, then there may be a clog. Don't start squeezing it. I'm doing some more dots in the center, but the first thing you should do, just like I did, is go all the way around the edge. I'm going to take my hands and hold the paper down. Because this paper was painted, it's going to have some trouble sticking to the background paper. I'm holding the paper and I'm counting slowly to 20 in my head. Don't rush this step. You need these papers to be really flat against the background. We will be drawing and painting on top of them later. Do one at a time. Go all the way around the edge. Put your dots pretty close together. Don't make it 3 dots and I'm done. We want lots of little dots all over. Flip it carefully and then hold it down. Count to 20 slowly. And if you lift your hands up and the paper is not sticking, sneak an extra dot of glue underneath and hold it longer. I'm fast forwarding the rest of this part because it takes a long time to hold each piece down and count to 20. I did not hold it for 2 seconds. Remember that I counted to 20 slowly. After I'm done, I've noticed there's a big empty space. So I'm going back to those little scraps that I have. I'm so glad I saved. And I'm adding one more circle to fill in that giant empty corner. I'm finished with my glue for now. So I'm taking a paper towel and wiping off all of that white glue on the tip. I'm pinching it around the edge and twisting back and forth so I can get the entire area. I should be able to feel it, and I can check once in a while if there's still white glue. Keep twisting. This cleaning step is very important for the glue. If we don't wipe off all of the glue on the tip of the bottle, the next person to use it won't be able to. It will be clogged. So please do not skip cleaning your glue bottles. Please share the paper towel with everyone at your table. I'm going to show you a glue cap that has dry glue all over the tip. You can see there's nothing that's coming out of this bottle because someone did not clean off their glue tip.